An athlete is someone who has purpose behind all of their actions. So to me, a citizen athlete is someone who participates with purpose. It really has nothing to do with sports. It has everything to do with taking those things that great athletes have and helping people realize they have them too.
Even if the road is more painful to take the right way, I'll always take the right way. The values that I've learned through martial arts really come in line with the Citizen Athlete program. Progressing as an individual, in those moments, you supported other people in their progress.
I have a big background in dealing with lots of different kinds of athletes at different levels. And the only difference really between a great athlete and me or you is that they live for or by and would rather die without a set of values and standards. That's the only real difference. Otherwise, anybody is capable of being a really successful athlete.
So around 1998 or 99, I had just competed in the Pan American trials for Taekwondo and had qualified for the Olympic trials. And I was training in preparation for those trials when I had met Ken. He actually came into the open gym that I was working in, just kind of inquired of what I was doing. I had multiple notebooks with me and began to share a little bit about, I was trying out for the Olympics. He had shared a little bit about his passion about sports and athletes, especially people committed to a goal, and really rallied around and supported my objective of trying out for the Olympic trials. Before we could work together and do much, we talked about the comprehensive self, the whole physical, emotional, a person that I was comprised of.
The brain has the center mass called the limbic brains that has no capacity for language, surrounded by a donut, if you will, called the neocortex, the new brains, where we process all the language and the logic. Everything that you are happens in the limbic brain, what you feel. I feel like doing this. I felt like that. Why did you decide on this? It felt better. All those things come from the limbic brain. So you have to, if you're going to make change, to create an attribute, not a habit, you have to tap into the limbic brain, not the neocortex. And the only way to do that is tactile, whether it's literally writing something or riding a roller coaster with a friend. These are all physical experiences that allow you to create an attribute rather than learn a habit.
We talked about some of my history, some of the nutritional issues that I had, some of the eating disorders I had, confided in him, my concerns with managing weight and staying underweight but not losing too much for the trials. And the program we put together was multifaceted. It was more than just speed and agility and strength and stretching. It was preventing injury and learning to eat healthy so that I could sustain my training and come out better for it. Tried out for the Olympics. I did not make the team, but I had the most phenomenal experience, and the person who did was more than deserving of it and did a great job. But like I said, walking away from that experience, I had life values that benefit me today in my relationship with other people, especially my relationship with my husband, who's a great cook, and I was positioned to eat what he made, and modeling for my children what healthy eating looks like. So I used to measure food and eat frozen and prepackaged foods, and now we eat real food, and I'm excited to demonstrate that to my daughter, and I'll soon have 2 daughters. So it's interesting to see how the values that I've learned throughout my life have paralleled into the workplace. And I would have never imagined when I stepped foot in the shipping company I work for right now, 13 years ago, that I would have had the indomitable spirit and the ability to persevere over the course of 13 years to have earned and demonstrated that I'm worthy of the title of Director of Security.
The program is not about sports at all. It's taking those elements, those experiences that I've had, and making them available to anybody else.
And there are going to be people who may not want to pursue a sport, but would still benefit from the values that many people learn in sports. And this is an outlet allowing people to learn those values through interacting with others, through relationship, through true experiences, not reading them and then trying to apply them, but through the things that stick, which is having relationship with people.
The 7 values of the program are determination, equality, respect, excellence, inspiration, courage, and friendship. Each value is broken down into 3 elements, and then you have to have a number of experiences with each element to understand the full scope of that value. So as a prospect, you have to go seek a sponsor to experience that particular value. For example, the first value is determination. There are 3 elements: focus, discipline, and drive. You need to have 2 experiences in each. So maybe you go to a friend and say, Jared, I believe you're endowed with determination. Would you be my sponsor in experiencing this particular value? And then Jared goes online, signs up as a sponsor, and is given instructions on how to be a great sponsor for that value. And then you work through that process together. From that experience, you've had a chance to learn how Jared encapsulates determination. What are his ways? And you have that shared experience. So this is just my way of getting the world back to something fantastic. My way of participating with purpose.
This is my way.
This is my way.
This is my way.
Rhino poaching is at an all-time high. They suspect the rhinos could be extinct in the year 2017. We're here to protect the animals, so one snare at a time, one poacher at a time, saving one animal at a time.
This is my way.